Laraine. I'm Ariana. Nice to meet you.
To meet you, Ariana.
I've been a fan since Problem Child 2.
Ah, you're
Icon.
wonderful. Thank you.
You killed it. So I'm so excited to talk to you. So this time around, you play Relda, and she is Granny, but she hasn't seen the girls, it seems to be like ever. Why don't you think she's been around?
Well, I think her son told them she was dead. So that's a whole family mystery. That's a whole family drama that we get to investigate. So I think the revelation for them is really it takes time for them to believe it.
Yes. And we see that Daphne is gung ho. She's just like, "Hey, Granny," and Sabrina is like, "Hey,
Mhm.
Relda." Um,
Yeah.
why do you think um they warm up in different ways?
I think because Daphne's younger, she has more innocence to her. And I think Sabrina has assumed a role that's really beyond her years, having to kind of parent and protect Daphne. So she's had to build up all sorts of defenses in terms of trusting others.
Yes. What we learn of Relda in the first season is that she has a lot of relationships in the town that we're going to probably learn about in later seasons. First up, what's up with Relda and Mr. Canis? Because it to me it came off a bit romantic.
What do you mean, Ariana? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, after all, he's a different species. So what if he's sexy? So
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
I love the suggestion of that.
yes, especially when he goes a bit wolfy, as you can say. She's just like, remember yourself, remember yourself. What is going on there? Because it's a bit more than, oh, he's my assistant and driver.
Well, that's what's one of the many things that's fun about this show is that you have different levels going on in terms of content. There's definitely story and action and so forth that appeal to the target demographic, but there's also these other levels that are going on that, the parents who are watching it with them can enjoy.
Yes. Then we only really see them kind of interact at the end because she is in the pocket of a giant. But Puck is immediately like, "Where's my old lady?" in an affectionate way.
Mhm.
And she has him move in. What do you think Puck and Relda's relationship is like?
Oh my God. You know, uh, he is such a scamp. He is so full of mischief. And I think that she's kind of at her wit's end because she's already, trying to, slay the dragon of Sabrina's resistance and defenses. So, one more thing, it's like, come on, I've had enough.
And then there's Prince Charming and Relda, and they seem to have beef. What do you think is going on there? Because he also is trying to build this real estate empire, but it seems as if they, for centuries in the family, have not gotten along.
Yeah, well, I think, she speaks truth to power, Ariana, and, he is the mayor, but, I think basically she continues to go, bro, seriously, bro, you know, which he doesn't like.
Yes. Part of me thinks like Relda was probably also on Snow White's side during the dissolution of their almost marriage. So, it's kind of mentioned that the Grimms have put up this barrier to keep them inside, and Relda is just like, "Oh well, you guys are going to destroy everything." Um, do you yourself though, Laraine, think the ever after should be contained, or should the barrier be gone?
Wow, that's a really interesting question. Um, I mean, for better or worse, the world is not perfect on either end. And it's hard to know who would spoil who would infect who, you know. It's just gotten so serious, Ariana. But yeah, it's a really interesting question whether, it would be, there's so many. Where's my 10-foot pole? I can't, where is it?
For you, when you were growing up, and even you as a mom, did you have any favorite characters, fairy tale characters that kind of stood out to you that you related to or just enjoyed?
I liked Pippi Longstocking.
Oh, I
You
can see
know,
those.
she was independent. She had superpowers, and they had a TV show of it, and she had something called Smart Pills, and they were marshmallows covered with caramel. So when my kids were little, I told them about that story, and there was a store that we could walk to from our house, and they sold these candies that were just like that. And I said, "You ready for your Smart Pills?" We just love that little game. So I love Pippi Longstocking a lot.
Oh, that's cool. And what would you love to see in season 2 now that Relda is out of the Giant's pocket, Puck has moved in, and the girls have their own notebooks?
I would love to see more adventures, more mysteries for them to solve and rescues for them to make. And maybe even introduction to, it would be really interesting to see them go back and forth between the worlds.
Yeah, it's only a train ride away. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. This was amazing, and I can't wait to talk to you about future projects as well.
Thank you so much, Ariana. Nice meeting you.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.